Saudi Arabia has successfully abolished its decades-old Kafala.
Saudi Arabia has deported the highest number of Indian nationals globally in recent years.
For the first time in 70 years, millions of migrant workers in Saudi Arabia are finally free from one of the Gulf's most restrictive labor systems.
Imagine boarding a plane you didn't book. Your luggage left behind. Your savings frozen in a bank account you can't access. Your family waiting for you at an airport 3,000 kilometers away, wondering what went wrong. You haven't committed a crime. You just showed up to work on the wrong Tuesday. In 2024, Saudi Arabia deported over 13,000 Indian workers. That's more than the entire population of some small towns. Gone. Erased from payrolls, removed from shop floors, construction sites, hospital corridors. The GCC, that's the Gulf Cooperation Council, the 6 oil-rich kingdoms of the Middle East, sent home nearly 20,000 Indians last year. Saudi Arabia led the pack by a lot. And here's the thing nobody's saying out loud. This isn't a bug in the system. It's the system working exactly as designed. Let's rewind. The Gulf states, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, run on foreign labor. Not some of it, most of it. In Saudi Arabia, about 80% of the private sector workforce is foreign. In Qatar, migrants make up 95% of the labor force. These aren't countries with immigration. These are countries built on immigration. But here's the catch. You're not immigrating. You're rotating. Beat. The system is called Kafala. It's Arabic for sponsorship. In practice, it means your employer owns your ability to exist in the country. They hold your passport. They decide if you can switch jobs. They decide if you can leave. If they don't renew your visa, you have 90 days to find a new sponsor or get out. You are not a resident. You're an asset, renewable, disposable. And when the economy wobbles, when oil prices dip, when a crown prince decides to nationalize the workforce, you're the first to go.
So why are Indians getting hit the hardest? Simple math. There are roughly 9 million Indian workers in the GCC. That's more than the population of New York City. They're everywhere, driving cabs, writing code, cleaning hotels, building skyscrapers, running hospitals. India sends more migrants to the Gulf than any other country. The Philippines is second. Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, they're in the mix too. But India is the giant, which means when deportation season arrives, Indians feel it first and worst. Let's break it down. In 2025, Saudi Arabia deported 13,162 Indians. The UAE followed with around 4,000. Kuwait, Qatar, Oman, smaller numbers, but still in the thousands. Now, 13,000 might not sound apocalyptic, but think about it this way. That's 13,000 families losing their primary income. That's thousands of kids pulled out of school. That's remittances, money sent home, evaporating overnight. India receives about $120 billion in remittances every year. The Gulf accounts for more than half of that. When workers get deported, that money disappears. Villages in Kerala, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, they feel it immediately. This isn't just a labor story, it's an economic artery getting severed. Deportations don't happen randomly. They come in waves. Let's talk about the 3 big reasons workers get sent home. Saudi Arabia loves a good crackdown. Every few years, the government announces a new Saudization push. The goal? Replace foreign workers with Saudi citizens. Sounds reasonable, right? Create jobs for locals, build a domestic workforce. Except there's a problem. Many Saudis don't want the jobs that migrant workers do. Construction, cleaning, retail, these are seen as low status. The Saudi unemployment rate hovers around 10%, but it's mostly young people waiting for government jobs or prestigious private sector gigs. So the government mandates quotas. Every company must employ X% Saudis. If you don't comply, you get...
Let's zoom in. Meet Rajesh. Not his real name, but his story is real. Rajesh worked in Riyadh for 7 years. He sent money home every month. His daughter was in engineering school. His son just started high school. He was building a house back in Kerala, 2 floors, almost finished. Then his company lost a contract. Budget cuts. Rajesh and 40 others were let go. No warning, no exit pay. He had 90 days to find a new sponsor. He tried. He called every contact he had, but the job market was frozen. Everyone was cutting, not hiring. On day 89, he went to the airport. He left behind 3 months of unpaid salary. The company promised to transfer it. They never did. His daughter dropped out of college. The house construction stopped. Rajesh now drives an auto rickshaw in his hometown, making a tenth of what he made in Saudi Arabia. This story repeats thousands of times. Here's what people don't see. When a breadwinner gets deported, the entire family recalibrates. Kids leave school, weddings get postponed, medical treatments get delayed, loans default. And it's not just families. Entire villages in India are built on Gulf money. Schools, clinics, temples, funded by remittances. When deportations spike, those villages feel it. The local economy contracts. Businesses close. People migrate elsewhere, searching for the next opportunity. It's a cycle, a brutal, repetitive cycle. And here's the uncomfortable part. Nobody talks about it. The Indian government issues statements. We are in dialogue with Saudi authorities. We are monitoring the situation. But there's no outrage, no diplomatic pressure, no real leverage. Why? Because India needs the Gulf more than the Gulf needs India. The Gulf buys Indian goods. Indian companies have contracts there. Indian diplomacy in the Middle East is delicate. So when thousands get deported, the response is muted, sympathetic, but muted. Let's step back. This isn't just about Saudi Arabia and India. This is about how the global economy treats low-wage workers.